Enjoy this episode of our 4 Qs for You series brought to you by Muzzy Property Group. Welcome to another series of 4 Qs for You. Today I have my good friend with me, Mindy Foster. She is a loan consultant with Caliber Home Loans. Mindy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a local of San Marcos, so I grew up in the area. I went to school here. I did move away for a little bit, but then I realized that I absolutely love this area and I came back, and now I'm a lender here.
Nice. Glad you're back. We
Thanks.
love you.
Thanks.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into the 4 questions because Mindy has a really good amount of valuable information for us, okay? Question number 1, what differentiates you and Caliber Home Loans from other lending companies?
I'd say first and foremost, again, like I mentioned a minute ago, is that I'm local and that I know this area. I know the heart and soul of the community, and not just here in this little town, but then also all the big towns all the way around us, Austin, San Antonio, Kyle, Buda, everything. I remember being here whenever what we now know as Cons used to be the Hastings, which used to be a Kroger's. And I sold Girl Scout cookies right in front of that Kroger's. So I remember all of that, and that's important to know, to bring that to the table, because everybody that I'm working with are my neighbors. And so I'm going to treat them all like family, and that's important to me to know that I'm helping people. And as far as Caliber goes, Caliber is one of the largest lenders in the U.S. We're all referral based, so that speaks great to our volume. And we bring a lot of strength to the table. And so we meet people exactly where they are, and we offer creative solutions to be able to help them purchase a home or refinance a home.
Okay. Well, I want to comment on you being a local. We've worked many deals together, helped many clients, and having someone that is a text or a phone call away and not a state away in a different time zone really helps make the transaction go smoothly. So I like that you are local and that you're very easily accessible. All right, question number 2. What is the biggest challenge you see buyers facing when they're applying for a loan?
I would say when buyers come and they have HGTV expectations.
Okay.
So we see a lot that on HGTV, people have this idea where they can purchase a home in 2 weeks or less with absolutely no money in the bank, and they don't have a job. That's just unrealistic. And so a lot of times we're going to have the conversation of what's realistic, what can we accomplish, and what timeline can we accomplish it in.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is they really need to get that educational piece from a lender.
Yeah, and that's where my background as a former teacher comes in. So I used to be a teacher for about 15 years. And so I like to be able to work with buyers and explain the process in a comprehensible format so that they know exactly what's expected of them, and that way we can avoid any hiccups along the way and just help them determine what it is that they want to get in their house.
Perfect. All right. Question number 3. Can you share a myth buster that you address often with clients?
Okay, I've got 2.
Okay, let's do 2.
The first one I'm going to say is going to be Credit Karma. So we have people that will monitor their credits on Credit Karma, which is great because it gives them an idea of where they are. But Credit Karma is not the be-all, end-all. And CreditWise and all the other ones that are out on the market, they're going to be monitoring consumer credit. So consumer credit is going to be your likelihood to repay a credit card or a car loan. But when we pull your credit for a mortgage loan, it's going to be your likelihood to repay a mortgage, which has a lot more liability than a credit card or a car loan. So the numbers are going to be slightly different. The other mythbuster that I see a lot is when people are going for a new construction home and they have this idea that they have to go with the preferred lender of the builder, which is absolutely not true. My suggestion on that is to go ahead and get an estimate from the builder, their lender, and then also another lender, and then compare apples to apples and really see who's going to be able to offer the best service, because that's key, and then also the best loan for you.
Okay, and you taught me this about Credit Karma. While it is a great tool, you do really need to check with your lender to get that accurate scoring for a home loan. So I do definitely share that with my clients. I also wanted to comment on new construction. So I face this pretty often. My husband's a home builder, so we're not a big box company, so we do reach out to local lenders to help any potential buyers. But you have been able to do this. I won't give any names of builders, but you have been able to compete and win. So while it is a great opportunity to look at both to compare, know that you have options, and don't just go with that first lender or that preferred lender for that builder. Give someone else an opportunity.
And if I might add, right now in this current environment, one of the things that we can offer at Caliber that the preferred lenders can't is the extended lock. And that extended lock means that you can lock in today's rates, and that way whenever you're closing and 6 months later, you're able to either lock at you have today's rate, and if markets are lower, then you can float down to a lower rate, but you're not going to go any higher than where you are today. So that's really key in today's market.
That could be probably a whole other episode, talking about interest rates and locking that in. So we'll get back to that one another day.
Okay.
Question number 4. What would be your top 3 pieces of advice for someone preparing to apply for a home loan?
Very first and foremost is find a team that you work well with and that you know that they're listening to you. And so by team, I mean find a real estate agent and a lender that really listens to you and hears what it is that you're wanting to do, and that they're going to help give you the advice, they're going to answer your questions, and they're going to guide you to the home that you want. That would be the first one. The second one that I would say is be prepared to provide documents. In the mortgage world, it is a very document-heavy industry, and it's for good reason. Nobody wants to go back to where we were in 2008, and so we ask for a lot of documentation, so just be prepared for that. And the third one would be, if you're getting ready to buy a home, make sure that you are paying all of your current bills and also saving as much money as you can, because the more money that you have in the bank, it's going to make for a smoother process along the way.
Okay, that's a lot of information, so it's all great information. We will have a link to Mindy's website. If you want your own consultation with Mindy, please reach out. It's worth it just for the education, and not just buying a home. If you want to refinance, we didn't even talk about that, but please, very valuable information here today. Before we head out, is there anything else you want to say or leave with our audience?
I would just have to say thank you so much for all the work that you do for our community. You're always out and about, and I appreciate this opportunity here to be able to talk to your people, give them a little bit more insight into the mortgage world. So thank you for all that you do for the community. I appreciate it. You're
welcome. You're welcome. You're right back at you. Mindy's a great asset to not just San Marcos, but also Seguin, New Braunfels, the surrounding area. All right. That's it for today's 4 Qs for you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.